Essentially a huge update that nobody thought was coming regarding another Death Note film incoming, but due to the nature of it, it might actually have some people turning heads and saying, okay, maybe, possibly, because in case you don't know, Death Note has had quite a few movies at this particular point. I know there was at least 2 or 3 that were released in Japan, and then of course we had the infamous Netflix Death Note film that a lot of people didn't particularly care for. A lot of people were kind of like, and I think they even said that way back when the movie first came out, that they were going to be working on another one somehow, despite the fact that fans really weren't all that enthusiastic about that live action. The only thing good about that entire live action was the actor that played L. He actually nailed it, did a phenomenal job. His role was written very, very well. Like, literally L was the only thing about that movie, because everything else, ironically, was the L. Well, apparently Netflix ain't giving up hope, despite the fact that it's been quite a few years at this particular point since the Death Note live action came out. They're turning around to do another one. However, this time around, some fans might actually be excited, and there's potential, I'm gonna just put air quotes, potential for it to actually be good, because apparently they're bringing in the Duffer brothers, or the Duffer brothers. Forgive me for how I'm pronouncing it. I don't know how to say it correctly. Yeah, these gentlemen are apparently responsible for Stranger Things. It says here the Duffer brothers are making yet another live action Death Note adaptation for Netflix. Though Netflix already made a go at adapting writer Sugumi Oba and illustrator Takeshi Obata's Death Note back in 2017, the streamer is giving up to give it another go with the help of the Duffer brothers. Fresh off the success of Stranger Things 4 Volume 2, Netflix announced today that Matt and Ross Duffer have renewed their deal to develop multiple projects for the platform and formed Upside Down Pictures, a new production house named for the dimension at the center of their sci-fi opus. In a public statement about Upside Down Pictures, the Duffers shared that producer Hilary Levitt, Orphan Black, and Ozark has been tapped to head the studio and expressed confidence in her ability to make it a success. It didn't take long until our first meeting with Hilary where we bonded over films like Jaws, Home Alone, and Speed, pretty much anything in this press release to divert your attention from the fact that another animated live-action Death Note. To know we have found a kindred spirit, the Duffers said. Hilary's passion for storytelling is perhaps matched only by her passion for the storytellers themselves, for whom she is fiercely protective. No wonder so many writers and directors are drawn to working with her. According to the Duffer brothers, their goal with Upside Down Pictures is to tell the kind of stories that light them up as young film lovers. Stories that take place at the beautiful crossroads where ordinary meets the extraordinary. Okay, that's definite. Where big spectacle coexists with intimate character work, where heart wins over cynicism. To that end, Upside Down plans to produce a number of new series with similar narrative DNA to Stranger Things. In addition to a Stranger Things spin-off show and stage play directed by Stephen Daldry. A stage play sounds so freaking exciting. Oh god, I'd take my family there in a heartbeat if it was near me. Upside Down is also working on an untitled original series created by Jeffrey Addis and Will Matthews, Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. Upside Down Pictures will also adapt existing properties like Curtis Gwynn's take on Stephen King and Peter Straub's The Talisman, but the project that most likely to intrigue audiences is the studio's upcoming spin on Death Note. Netflix did not announce any hard details about Upside Down Productions' Death Note, like whether it would be at all related to the studio's 2017 film, but given how poorly that movie and many Netflix other attempts at reworking beloved anime classics have been received, if Upside Down Pictures' Death Note manages to impress when it eventually debuts. Now, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. They are doing this now. This is their new attempt at making people care for the anime live action films and saying, hey, we got, and this isn't necessarily new, I don't want to say it's new, but they've been more prominent with it. Hey, y'all love this title? Well, we're bringing a creator from that title to come do this. Like, we've just heard it a couple different times where it escapes me for the moment, but a few different anime to live actions where, yo, we tapped this person, they're coming through. I believe One Punch Man, they said that they're bringing in the dude from Fast and the Furious to do the One Punch Man live action, and a lot of people were kind of criticizing the work that he did on Fast, so that was something. But then this one, the Stranger Thing bros,